Hi everyone, this is Davis Horton, Interpretive Program Assistant for Hardin County Conservation. I am at Calkins Nature Area right now, which is our nature center for the county. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our Hardin County Archaeology Day that we have coming up February 22nd. It's a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you can pop out to Calkins Nature Area for that. It's in Iowa Falls for those who have not been here before. I'm going to walk you through our facility a little bit, and I'm going to explain some of the things that are going on during our event. We have lots of stations, lots of stuff to do, so bear with me here. I'm going to walk you through our nature center so that you get a little better feel for things. When you first come in the door and you get to our facility, this is our main entrance. When you first come in, you're going to take a left, and that's going to lead you to our first station. So the first station is where we're going to have our people from the Office of the State Archaeologist. They are professional trained archaeologists. One of them has their PhD, the other one has their master's degree, so very well-rounded people. They know their archaeology in Iowa. But the room we're going to go in has this wood duct next to it here. We're going to go right inside, and this is actually our meeting space. We also call it our great room. Lots of cool stuff to see in here, but they're going to be stationed up at the front of the room next to that big white kind of board that you see there. Their role with our event, they're actually going to identify artifacts for you guys. So if you bring in, let's say, something you think might be a chunk of pottery or a stone tool or a bone tool or anything that you found in fields, creeks, gravel bars, things like that, you can bring it in, show it to them. They should be able to tell you approximately where it came from, maybe how it was made, what the raw material or main material is, and if it is an artifact or not. So definitely take advantage of this. Very few times you actually get to meet with these people and have them identify artifacts for you. So bring your artifacts in, bring as much as you want. We do ask that you keep your first round limited so that everybody gets a chance to go through the line. If you would like to have more stuff identified, we ask that you do jump back in line so that other people get a chance to go. So bring what you want, but definitely keep it to a minimum on your first round. As you leave this room, you're going to take another left, and you will see my classroom right here behind us. So the classroom is going to have a different station at it. At 10 a.m., we are actually going to have a gentleman from the Department of Natural Resources come in, and he is going to do a flint knapping demonstration for us. For those that do not know what flint knapping is, it is the process by which stone points, projectile points like spearheads and arrowheads are actually made. So Matt from the DNR is going to come in. He is going to show you how to use things like hammerstones, antler tines, various tools that can actually be used in the flint knapping process. So he's going to do a demo for us and actually make a couple points. He's going to be here from 10 to 11, maybe 10 to noon, depending on time constraints and how many people we get for it. But at the same time, when he's actually doing his demonstration, we are going to have tools and stuff set up for you inside the room here to actually try and make your own spear points and arrowheads. So that's a pretty unique opportunity. You get to do stuff that you don't normally get to do. And it's going to be really cool to come in and try to make your own point. So definitely take advantage of that. I'm going to walk you around our nature center here a little farther. So here's our gift shop, office space, into the lobby, and then we're going to head into the museum. So this is kind of the focus of our event. We want people to come in and see this awesome Native American artifact collection that we got. You will see behind me here we have lots of cool things on the wall. But 4 years ago, roughly, we had a gentleman who brought in a collection of about 10,000 Native American artifacts. He donated it to our nature center, and it is now on display for the public to see. So the artifacts that are in this particular collection were actually collected locally in Hardin County and in Marshall County. The guy who collected them, his name is Jeff Ulch. He lives in Clemens, which is in Marshall County, kind of the northwest corner. And he's actually going to be here to do personal tours of his collection for the public. So he's going to do 2 tours for us, one at 11 o'clock, one of them at 1 p.m. And he's going to actually walk you through and explain where he found some of the things, kind of some of the cataloging, how he recorded sites and things where he found his artifacts. He's going to cover a lot of details and a lot of stories with those. We are also going to have our naturalists every hour from 10 to 2 actually do tours of this facility. So you will get to walk through with a naturalist, and they will talk to you a little bit about the Ulch collection and Native American history in our area. So pop in for a tour. We would love to have you. Really fun, really interactive. I'm going to walk you through the Ulch collection pretty quick here. But behind me, you'll see a little case. This is actually a case that Jeff, the collector himself, designed, And this case kind of talks about his history, some of the stuff he did in his past, how he got into artifact collecting when he started, things like that. So you'll get to learn some of that from him and some from us. As I walk here, you'll get to learn more about his collection, flint knapping, how he cataloged all of his stuff, all the different types of things he has in his collection. This is a raw materials case that I'm passing right now. And then you get to our timeline, which is where his really rare stuff comes in. So he's got Clovis points, rare like diorite axe heads. He's got a moose skull that's got the antlers chopped off and one that's sawed off. He's got almost complete pottery. So there's really, really fascinating stuff to see here, but you'll get a glimpse of a little bit of it as I walk through. There's a Minnesota case because Jeff actually started in Minnesota when he started his collecting. He'll talk to you a little bit about that. Then we get into some of the pottery here as we go down the timeline, some of the full pottery, lots of cool stuff. So if you want to do one of those private tours with Jeff, or you want to do a tour with one of our naturalists, again, our naturalists are going to be doing tours every hour. Jeff is going to do his at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. We are also going to lead you through our natural resources section of our museum, which is part of the tour. And this particular section features some things that are not Native American related. It's just kind of cool to see. There's some bones and things in here that are part of the Ilitch collection, which is why we're going to walk you through here. But we have a 400-gallon fish tank, which is just behind me here. And then you'll see we have some big display cases, got some bones and things in there. Talk about different ecosystems, oak savannas, prairies, upland forest ecosystems. We have some fire displays. We also have Ice Age stuff. A lot of the stuff that's in this case was actually found by Jeff Oltz. You'll see there's some mammoth and mastodon teeth at the bottom there that he found. There's also a mammoth tusk. There's a sloth rib bone, some petrified wood. He's got a fragment of an Ice Age beaver tooth. So really fascinating stuff. Like I said, things you don't just get to see if you visit any museum. Another case talking about wildlife. He's also got some almost complete bison skeletons. So you'll see there's a skull and a big chunk of the skeleton right there, which are super cool to see. You don't see an almost complete skeleton hardly anywhere unless it's been a reconstructed model. But those were actually found in Hardin County. So very, very cool to be able to see that. You know, we had a lot of bison here at the time. So you'll get to see that. Talk about conservationists. Have some honor displays of some other things. So definitely check out this portion of the museum when you can. We have an interactive tree for kids, so you can come in and have them view that. Little snowy owl in the tree, so all sorts of cool stuff. The Ilitch collection, again, is kind of our highlight. This is what's gonna bring a lot of the people in, but remember we have other stuff going on too. The last thing, and I'm not gonna go outside right now for it, but our last station is gonna be outside in our prairie, and that is gonna be atlatl and spear throwing. So an atlatl is actually a spear thrower, for those that have not seen one of those before. We're gonna have those stationed in our prairie, and you can actually go out there and try your hand at hunting. So we have a bunch of 2D bison targets that we are gonna have placed in our prairie. You can go out, you can visit with one of our naturalists, and you can actually throw those spears at those 2D bison targets out in our prairie. So this is an activity we do with day camp kids. We do it with adults. It's a really fun activity if you've never had a chance to do it. So come out, try your hand at spear throwing, see if you can, hit the target, see if you can kill yourself a fake bison. But we have lots of stuff going on, obviously, lots of cool things. So definitely get out here. It's totally worth spending the whole day here just to have your artifacts identified, to see the flint knapping demonstration, to do the tour, and to go out and do the spear throwing stuff too. So take advantage. Again, Hardin County Archaeology Day. You can get more updates on our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, or our new county conservation website, which will be in the description below. And you can join us on February 22nd from 10 to 2, and you can participate in all these really cool events. So definitely take advantage. We look forward to seeing you. Thanks.